I'm Christian, and in this PC Answers tutorial, I'm going to show you how to use Flock, which is a fantastic new web browser built on Firefox. Because Firefox is open source, its code is obviously available to programmers to change, and that's how Flock has come about. Now you can get this from flock.com, or you'll find the installer on our disk, and there's the download icon if you need it. It's regularly updated, of course, so do check. And we've got it already installed, so it's just in our quick launch here. There we are. And here we go, it takes us to the typical looking browser. Now it's in many ways looks like Firefox or IE. There you are. It's got back, forward buttons, refresh, home, and your address bar. So and the tabs here that you can see. So in many ways it is familiar to you and looks just like other browsers in some way. But what makes Flock different is that it's actually for people who love to use the internet for social activities like Flickr or MySpace or Facebook, people who have their own blog, etc., and those that love to use RSS feeds. Now what makes Flock great is it puts it all in one place. So you can access all these other accounts from Flock and actually pull in some of your media into the actual browser, and I'll show you how to do that now. So this is the main interface. Once you get started, you'll see you've got favorite feeds here, friend activity, and your favorite media. Now these are the default ones that it gives you, and you can, of course, add others. You simply go to widgets, and there's favorite sites that you can add as well. And as you can see, that's been added there. Now you're given a default search bar. It's Yahoo by default, but of course you can change that to any search provider you want. Let's leave it at Google. And to make use of the social side of it, you'll need to sign into one of your clouds. So we're going to use Flickr. We'll click here, and it'll prompt us to sign into our Yahoo ID, so we'll do that now. And this is a one-stop shop, of course, so you can actually choose to upload a new picture there. Or we can view other people's. We can view their profile, or even send them a message. And media, of course, will bring up this media stream bar. Now this is one of the central parts of Flickr, which displays your own and friends' pictures or blog entries if you're using something else, all in one stream like that, which you can zoom through. And this is a very efficient way of actually looking through their photographs, for instance, on Flickr. And actually saves a lot of time rather than going to their actual profile. I actually find the photo stream on Flickr actually a bit annoying to use, and it sort of only displays sort of 2 photos at a time and then has a forward and back. This gives you a much longer stream to look through. And just like any good browser, you can close any of these at any time, and the media stream button is up here, so you can close that and open it again at any time. So we're now viewing from one of our contacts, and we can actually change that to one of our own. There we are, that's my own stream. So let's just close that bar again. And that's where the people sidebar is, and of course that's calling up Flickr because that's what I've logged into. If you choose another account, of course, it'll display that instead of Flickr, and you can zoom between the applications. Now there's RSS, which is very handy as well. These are the default ones it gives you, and you can actually set up a new folder name there, and you are able to add new feeds with this import and export feeds button here. And here we are. If you just go to the options there, which is that little icon, you get your feeds here, and this will show you anything you want to do. Now, by default, it's now using Flock as that reader, but you can change that back to something like blog lines if you wish to. And there's also webmail in Flock, so let's just click that, and you can log into any of your accounts here, and that will display in its own window. Now, to get used to the address bar of Flock, you've got the RSS up here. You can actually enter your address there, but over here you have express buttons to dig stories. You can actually send the link via email, and you can even share all of these using the Share Flock button here. Now, Flock, just like Firefox, operates on tabs, as I said, so you can click that to add a new tab. We're just going to go to our website. There we go, that's simple tab browsing. Now, what Flock actually has built in is actually a little clip mark folder as well. So if we choose this little icon here, it's a drag and drop onto a clipboard. So you can actually save little clippings from websites, so any articles that you found particularly interesting, you can actually copy those and save them all into one area. Now, this helps, so it means you don't have to separately bookmark them and waste time doing it that way. And of course, it might not be a whole site or article that you want to bookmark anyway. It might just be a paragraph. So if I just choose an entry from our website here, we add the clipping that I want. I'm actually going to highlight that and drag from the text area there straight across. And there we are. We can see that's been added. I'm just going to do one more. So a total highlight and drag across. And so you store all your entries down here in this pane at the side, and if we click View, it will show us a streamlined version of that selection. Now, this is really handy to keep this. It's kind of a stripped down version, as I said, so it's easy to email and blog, and you can do that directly from these links. So there you are. If you just hover over it, it gives you a sort of summary. But if you click email, you'll be able to whiz that over to a friend. And as it will just be a few kilobytes, it won't annoy them because it won't be a whole article or a link that they don't really want to click. And if you wanted to blog about the article that you selected, you can simply click blog, and if you have an account with blog lines, etc., you'll be able to go straight to that and upload it. Now, if you're a die-hard Firefox or Internet Explorer user and the idea of using a different browser sort of worries you slightly, don't be too concerned because you do get add-ons as well. I know these are the things that make Firefox and Internet Explorer and modern browsing what they are today. So if you thought Flock was just this interface and it wouldn't do a lot of things you're used to, don't worry, you can get those Firefox add-ons as well. So if you zoom up to Tools, and add-ons, this is exactly the same window as it is in Firefox, and it will show extensions and themes. And all you have to do is click extensions there, and this will take you to extensions.flock.com/add-ons. Now, this is the page where you want to go to add anything to your Flock browser. And here we are. It's just a web page that looks a bit different from Mozilla, but it offers many of the same things. So if we click downloading file management, for example, down them all, that's a very popular Firefox add-on. And if we click install, it's exactly the same process in Firefox, and you will recognize this window and the icons used. So simply click install now. And to make them work, just like in Firefox, you'll need to restart your browser. Accept the license terms. And there we are, that should have been added now. And we can verify that again by going to add-ons. And there we are, down them all has indeed been added, and you can click options to change anything there that you wish, and that is a proper Firefox add-on which works, and most of them do. So that's the essentials of Flock, the social web browser as it's being built. But there is so much more to it. There's even a photo uploader, there's a direct link to your blog, and some various other things that you can explore. You really will have fun looking at some of these and getting used to a new web browser. And as it's built on Firefox, it's totally secure and really, really friendly to use. Hope you enjoy using it, especially if you're into your photos and blogging and even RSS, or you just like to grab little pics off the web and add them to a little online scrapbook.